Now we know Taylor Swift is a lying liar who lied through her teeth about meeting Justin only once. Not only that, but we also know she was there not only for round one of the berating of Justin Baldoni, she was there for round two when that man was berated again and again and again in April of 2023. Let's get into it. F around and find out. Hello there, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of F Run and Find Out. I'm your host, Elsie, and I am coming back slowly but very, very surely. I'm on my way back. I feel much better. I'm not 100%, but I cannot stay down for too long. I know Blake Lively went to see some Etsy witches to take my voice, and they took it for about a week, but I'm back. Just like everybody else, I saw the timeline, Jamie Heat's timeline released yesterday, and I couldn't stay down any longer. I said, what do you mean Taylor Swift and Hugh Jackman were present? What do you mean? We've never heard this. This has not come across our pages. We also haven't heard Taylor cup up to it. In fact, she said she only met Justin Baldoni one time, and all she did was lend her music to this movie. Come to find out, she was there at the meeting. Let's take a look at the article People Magazine wrote, and then we're going to take a look at the timeline itself. Taylor Swift, Hugh Jackman allegedly witnessed Ryan Reynolds confront tearful Justin Baldoni about fat shaming Blake Lively. So this timeline is pretty much Jamie Heath's baby, right? He put this together and he's letting us in on things we hadn't heard of before, things we hadn't seen before, and he is clarifying certain things for us as well. We're going to jump first things first. I'm going to cover this timeline extensively in another video, probably have a guest with me so we can have, different views, maybe different reactions to certain things. But the first thing I want to cover, because to me it was very, very important that we don't skip over this. So it says right here, in pre-production, sometime between April 21st, 2023 and April 24, Justin had a phone call with Blake's trainer, who was also his trainer, by the way, about Blake's weight. We jump to April 25th, 2023. Justin had the conversation with Blake and Ryan regarding her weight. I'm going to zoom in right here so you guys can see. Justin went over to Ryan and Blake's penthouse, and Ryan unloaded on Justin how horrible it was that Justin would ask about a woman's weight. Claimed that JB was fat shaming Blake. Justin was completely embarrassed and apologized and even shed some tears. Taylor Swift and Hugh Jackman were also present in the apartment at the time. We never knew of this. Now, what I want to know, if you're Taylor Swift and you're Hugh Jackman, what were your roles? Now, that is something Justin hasn't speculated on. That's something Justin hasn't given us anything on as far as what Taylor did, what Taylor said, if she said anything, what Hugh said, if Hugh said anything. But what I want to know is, if you're Taylor Swift, if you're Hugh Jackman, and you were in the room where this conversation was being had, what are you doing? Are you sitting in a corner? Are you sitting at the dining table eating your brie cheese with your crackers? Are you drinking an espresso? Are you drinking wine? Are you eating a lunch? Is the chef making you something? Are you playing with the kids? What are you doing while this is happening? And I'm sure if Taylor Swift is there, her bodyguard, somebody would be there as well. So inquiring minds wants to know. Inquiring minds want to know. And if Justin wants to tell us, fine. If Taylor wants to come out and tell us, that's fine too. But if you're Taylor Swift and you're Hugh Jackman, what are you doing when your friends are berating this man? Claiming fat shaming when that's not what happened at all. Like, are you just in a corner eating a sandwich? Eating a cheese board, eating a charcuterie board while this is happening? At what point do you step in to say, hey, that's enough? At what point do you step in to be human and remedy the situation? Or do you just sit back in all your glory, in all your rich glory, and sit back and just watch it happen because it's none of your business? That's what I really want to know. I want to be a fly on the wall, and I want Justin Baldoni to come out and tell us exactly what happened at the meeting. People Magazine is saying reps for Taylor Swift and Hugh Jackman did not respond to people's request for comment. I don't think that they will. What are they going to say? Like I said, we're going to cover this timeline extensively another time. But one more thing I want to pick up on and I want to show you guys is on May 16th, 2023. Meeting in BL trailer regarding wardrobe concerns. This is when I guess the wardrobe has leaked. People hate everything Blake is wearing. Justin goes in there to talk about it. Jamie Heath looked in her direction while in the trailer. In the morning, JB, Justin Baldoni, and Blake Lively discussed production wardrobe, and BL, Blake Lively, made some remark about how Taylor Swift said the fans don't know what they want until you give it to them. In defense of her wardrobe choices, which were being trashed online. Now, I want to dissect this a little bit because I feel like that conversation could have either one happened, except not the way Blake is claiming it happened, or it never happened. And this is one instance where she definitely inserted Taylor Swift's name to make the conversation seem more important or people care about what she had to say. The reason I'm saying it could have happened is we know Taylor Swift loves to, I don't know, be obsessed with her fans, cater to them, sell them things, give them things to obsess about. I could see a world where Taylor Swift can say the sentence, the fans don't know what they want till you give it to them, as far as her music, as far as, you know, a set, as far as her concert, whatever, in a completely different context. Taylor Swift could have Taylor Swift could have said the exact same thing 5 years ago to Blake Lively. She could have said it a week ago. She could have said it that same day. But I don't think she necessarily would have said, people think your wardrobe is ugly. That's fine. The fans don't know what they want till you give it to them, because the wardrobe was ugly. Let's be very, very for real about it. There is no confusion. So right here, the fact that Blake Lively claimed, BL made a remark about how Taylor Swift said the fans don't know what they want until you give it to them in defense of the wardrobe, is either her trying to convince herself that she's as big as Taylor, therefore the fans want. You don't have fans. Your husband has fans who like the fact that he trolls you online, and they kind of support you by default, by proxy. You, Blake Lively, don't really have fans. I mean, you may have some stragglers from the Gossip Girl world, but like not fans enough for you to say that. So while I don't know that, I don't think it's impossible for Taylor to have said that, I don't know that Taylor would have said that in response or regards to the wardrobe, or even about It Ends With Us. Taylor could have said that in conversation years ago, right? Fans don't know what they want till you give it to them, because she's a billionaire. She knows how to sell to her fans. Her fans don't really know what they want till she gives it to them. Like Life of a Showgirl, maybe. But Blake using it in this moment is completely up to her. Where she pulled it from, I don't know. So I don't know that I could give this to her as in Taylor told her this. But one, I'm thinking now, she was making those wardrobe choices at that time because she was definitely trying to cover up the baby weight. It wasn't because she truly believed florists wear double pants and double shirts and double beanies and double everything. That was her way of covering up the baby weight that she hadn't lost yet. Because later on, as much as she's wearing random things, she's not covering up as much when she starts to shed some of that weight. And then very quickly, I'm not going to belabor this point too much. We're going to get off this because I have to rest my voice. And I've talked about this with you guys before. I think I may have been the one to break the fact that she was at the Eras Tour when she was supposed to be working, and they bring it up here. But what is important to also mention is, you're a woman working on a set, being paid $3 million, however many $1 million. Your kid being sick doesn't stop you from going to work. You have nannies, a nanny per kid, probably. Why? Like, you have nannies, you have support, probably a nanny per kid. Why you're choosing not to go to work because one kid is sick, when you can literally afford to bring the kid, the nanny, a night nurse, if you will, with you, is mind blowing. But she cost production a lot of money by saying she can't go to Vegas to shoot. But again, it comes back to the entire outfit thing. I don't think she couldn't go to Vegas to shoot because the kid was sick. I think she primarily wasn't ready because her body wasn't ready. And there is more proof of that because, again, her husband ended up not making her Lady Deadpool. She ended up having a body double. So I dare her to prove me wrong. Like I said, there's so much about this timetable and this timeline we're going to need to dig into and look into and dissect. But for now, I can only talk in so many increments. And before this, I had actually filmed something with Carol for you guys that you're going to get tomorrow or later tonight. Is Jamie Heat's deposition, which was ridiculously redundant. But I'll wait for you guys to find out for yourself. I'm recovering very slowly, so you're going to get shorter videos from me. Because I am slowly recovering, I have to make sure I'm making shorter videos, shorter increments. I cannot talk for 30 minutes any longer. I have to keep them to about 12, 15 minutes every now and again. And hopefully I can be back to full force within a week. So I'm going to try to bring you guys bits and pieces of this timeline as we go. But I appreciate you for hanging out with me. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody who celebrates. And I hope you have some leftovers you can enjoy throughout the weekend. I appreciate you for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Have yourselves a great day. Bye bye.